What's up, everybody? Welcome to the closers cage match that everybody's wanted for forever. Me versus my partner, Miss Cassandra DeHaas. What's going on, Miss DeHaas?
Oh, I'm just excited to give the people what they've been calling for a decade.
Yeah. So you're ready to get your ass kicked today?
Oh no. I don't even know what planet your brain is on thinking you're gonna win this.
Well, listen, I gotta trash talk you. I've been trash talking you all day. You haven't really participated that much. You kind of just have been quiet about it.
Because what is there that I need to say? I'm just gonna go show.
Oh, okay. Well, George wants me to say, let's get ready to rumble. Are you wanting me to do it?
I feel like that's more my job, but okay.
Maybe we should have Gene do it. You want to have Gene do it?
Let's have Gene do it. He would actually probably be better than both of us.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, buddy?
RJ, Cassie, I'm expecting to see some blood on this white shirt I got.
Oh man! So for those of you that have never watched a closer's cage match before, here's how it works. Here's the rules of engagement. Cassie was asking me earlier. She's like, "How are we going to do this? We're going to make it super easy for everybody." Okay. It's dial for dial. Okay. So she gets to pick a lead. She dials it. Whatever happens, happens. I get to pick a lead. Whatever happens, happens. At the end, the winner is whoever has the most signed contracts. If we don't get a signed contract, which is not going to happen, but say we don't get a signed contract, then it's whoever has the most verbal agreements. If we're tied, say she has 2 signed contracts, I have 2 signed contracts, then the tiebreaker is going to be based off of our profit calculator's estimated profit, because whoever makes the most amount of money wins. That's how it works in real life. So, do you agree to these terms here?
I agree to these terms.
So, Clearest Lyrics wants to know, what's the time frame? We're going to do this for about 2 hours. Okay, so about 2 hours. We'll know when we're getting down to it, but normally these are about 2 hours. So, Gene, talk to us about these leads that we're going to be calling here. So, what all are we going to be calling?
All right. So, everybody, my name is Gene Blinkoff, and I run iSpeed to Lead. I am super pumped for these two to go at it against each other, because I always see them helping each other out in the deal. They're either like pumping each other up or and stuff like that. Cassie will take over after RJ if it's a listing, and they do the handoff. I am beyond excited to see them go against each other. This is gonna be absolutely epic. And the leads that we're going to be dialing are leads generated by iSpeed to Lead. So this is a mix of PPC leads, YouTube ads leads, Instagram leads, and any kind of digital platform that you can imagine. And so these folks are going to be picking out leads from the iSpeed to Lead marketplace. We've got leads that you can buy automatically on iSpeed to Lead with our fixed price mode program, or you can buy them on the marketplace. So they will be getting them on the marketplace. And cool thing about iSpeed to Lead is you can pick out what kind of lead you want and increase your chances there. So
what we have is
right here. Yep.
So we have the premium mode, yes, which does allow us to know the repairs needed, the zip code, the type of property, the square footage, and the year of construction, as well as the bed and bath count. So that does help us. Some people have been asking us about that. We recommend everybody gets it. It's $89 a month. So we are going to be going back and forth between buying exclusive new leads as well as using the coupon club on the sales status. So we will be buying the sales status because we're on the coupon club for $29 a lead. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm excited. Cassie, as the challenger, you get to go first.
How am I the challenger?
Because I'm the king closer and no one has ever beat me. That's what makes you the challenger.
That's dog shit.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, just welcome to the games. Okay.
I know exactly why you did that, you little punk.
I'm gonna let you guys go at it.
It is. All right.
Jane's like, I'm out.
All right. Let's go ahead and let's pull up our speed lead account here. So this is what it looks like here on the marketplace. This is where we are going to be picking out our leads. So, Miss Cassandra, I know you were shopping around. Do you have a lead that you had in mind?
I think I'm going for Denison, Texas.
Ooh, is that an exclusive lead?
It is.
Denison, Texas. Wow. Let's see. There it is. All right. So why are you picking this one?
So I really was gonna go with Live Oak, Texas, but for me, you know, these are both very similar and came in at the same time. Financial reasons, ASAP, they own the property. I mean, it hasn't been there that long. I like the Denison one because it has like less square footage.
All right. Let me
That's
get
what I'm
out of
going
here.
with.
Let me buy that lead real quick. How long? Well, hold on. This is important because this is part of the process. How long do you want this exclusive to you?
I don't know, an hour. 48 hours. I'm good.
48 hours? Okay.
Yeah. Whatever you think. I only need them to answer.
All right. You are purchased. You are good to go.
All righty. Let me get in here.
How much time is given per call? As much time as it takes. We're not just going to be like stringing along. It's what we normally do on a day-to-day basis. Man, I saw a lot of Team Cassi today. A lot of hashtag Team Cassi. Everybody was rooting for you on the post.
I mean, I'm the underdog according to what these people know. Oof.
Are you pre-comping right now?
No, I was reading the notes.
Oh. About to be like, bro.
Thank you.
Hi, Bill. This is Cassie. I was just looking through the information and wanted to have a quick chat with you about the property in and of itself. If you would give me a call back as soon as you can at 817-710-8689, and I look forward to hearing from you.
So, Gia, we are going to be buying the sell leads through the coupon club as well. We're going to be alternating back and forth. All right. So, are you going to double dial, triple dial, or are you good on just leaving that voicemail and hoping for a call back?
I'm texting him right now.
Okay. All right. So, I'm going to go right underneath it. I'm going to stay in Texas as well. I'm going to go with this Sweetwater, Texas. I like it because it's financial reasons, it's vacant, and they need to sell ASAP. And there's no mortgage. And it's not listed. Oh, my God. It's everything I ever want. I mean, Jesus Christ. I couldn't ask for a more beautiful lead. Frank. Let's go, Frank. Hi, it's Frank there. Hey, Frank, this is RJ Bates calling you about your property there on Avenue D. Looked like you had entered that information to us about potentially selling that property. Awesome. You still looking to sell it?
Yes, sir.
How much you looking to get for it?
Well, I'd be happy with somewhere around the 50 areas where the last time I talked to somebody, they'll move. I mean, it's priced for more. It sits on a lot and a half. It actually have a house to the south of it also. We're living from the area, there's a little white house to the south of it, which I picked it up also
Okay.
for money, right?
So you're looking for 50,000 just for that one house?
Oh yes, sir. I paid 45, and I just put a brand new roof on it, dude. So you can't even touch that.
Gotcha.
I put the roof on it within a year or so ago.
What were your plans with it? You said you just picked it up?
No, I had purchased it when my father passed away.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna finish fixing it up and everything like that and sell it, but I started working on it, and then my heart went bad, and I can't do it no more.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
How much more work needs to be done to it?
I had some drywall work, and I know there's 2 windows that need to be replaced. I only broke 2 windows on it, and some drywall work. I was talking with some other guy called me, and I paid probably somewhere around 10 grand worth of freaking work to get it done. I have the flooring that I'm gonna put in there. I have some laminate flooring to put in throughout the house. It's a gray wood laminate flooring with the padding and everything that I purchased to put in there. But like I said, my health went south, so
Gotcha. Taking a look here, how many bathrooms does this have?
it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Okay.
And there's a storm cellar out in the backyard, a big ass storm cellar in the backyard. And then you got a 2-car garage, and it sits on a lot and a half. That's it.
So you said you got it appraised. What did it appraise for?
They just came through and reappraised, I think 67 or 76 or something like that.
Okay. And that's based off of the condition that it's in, or was that like the county appraised it for tax?
The county reappraised it and everything, and it went up from 40 something to 67.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or 76, one of the two.
Okay. Just give me a few minutes here, just taking a look to see what's going on.
Sure, no problem, no problem.
You said that you've got the house to the south of it as well. How much would you want for that one?
Oh, not much, maybe 10. You go that property there. It goes from Bradford Lane all the way back to the fence to I'm not sure if it's east or west, but away from the street. It goes all the way back. It covers that little carport. It's a little little 2-bedroom, 1 bath right there. The house right there.
Uh-huh.
My plan was to fence it in, put a chain link fence around both of them. You know, all of it inclusive in one, and have like a mother-in-law's house. Is what my plan was going to do with that little one. Just make a little mother-in-law's house. That way you could have her there and not actually be in the house with you.
I gotcha. What is that little white one? Is that a 1 bed, 1 bath?
No, 2-bedroom, 1 actually.
Oh, really? How many square feet is that thing?
Oh, maybe 800, maybe or not. I don't know. It's small. It's small as hell.
Yeah, and it needs like
it
needs everything.
Oh, it needs everything, bro. I got down. I was either gonna do the mother-in-law's house or just tear it down completely and put a single wide trailer on that lot.
Okay. What do you think if I came through and I completely fixed up the one for 50? What do you think that would be worth completely fixed up?
Oh, easy. Over 80 easy.
Over 80?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's my plan. I was going to go in there. I got a pressure wash. I was going to go in there and spray pressure wash outside of it, paint it white. It's got the brand new roof on it. Put some new flooring in there. And I got a stove and a refrigerator to put in there. And, yeah.
All right. I mean, if it's say if it was worth 85,000 fixed up and I put 10 into it and I paid 50 to you, it doesn't really leave me a whole lot of margin. I mean, are you negotiable on that 50 if I can also come in and buy the other one as well? Can we kind of work out a
Yeah, man, we can work out something, dude.
okay. Because with us it's cash, we buy it as is and all that, no commissions and shit. So
I understand. If you take a look at it, I got I'm in the hospital right now actually. But my son's there on the weekend and in the evening my wife's there and stuff like that, so I can probably go find a buddy to go meet your guy there and let you walk around it or something like that if you got somebody in town or
yeah, so the way that it works is with us is that we don't go see the property until we have a signed contract, just because we had a lot of people, waste our time.
yeah.
So we normally we don't go see the property until we have a signed contract, and then we come out, we do our walkthrough, and if everything checks out, then we're good to close on the timeline that we set on the contract. I'm assuming you want to get this done as quickly as possible, right?
Yeah, I had no problems with doing it. Like I said, I got a title's clear at hand.
Nice. All right. Give me a few seconds here.
Just to say, sir.
I think this could be a pretty good one.
It really looks like it.
I mean, I think if we can get both for 50.
You there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's why buzzing on me.
All right. I mean, what would you say if I came in and I said I could do 50 cash for both?
Oh, let me mull it over. Let me see. It's almost 3 over here. Have you give me a call about 6 o'clock, and I'll have you an answer.
So the problem with 6 is I'm gonna be out. Could we make it more in like 4?
I got to talk to my lady, and she can't get hold of her phone until 5, bro.
Okay.
That's my only issue. Like I said, I'm stuck in the hospital right now, but like my lady don't get out of work till 5, and her company they keep their phones in their locker until 5 o'clock.
Do you have to talk to her because we're coming in 10,000 less than what you said?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I paid 45 for it, like in 14, I think, or 13 is when my dad passed away.
Right.
I gave 45 for it, and I paid for taxes on that motherfucker since then. And it's like $1,300 in taxes, so I'm taking a bucket on it.
I got you. Well, I don't like doing things where it's not a win-win, but I'm also looking at it going, the one in the back isn't worth a whole lot, so I'm not putting a whole lot of value on that one.
No, I don't blame you, but I mean, like, but also I really don't want to take the freaking cornholing on it. But
well, I mean, let me ask you this.
The energy to do it no more. I used to do all the remodeling and everything on them, but I think that's the fucking energy to do it no more.
Yeah, well, let me ask you this. You said you would work with me a little bit, and you were asking 60. I said 50. So what would you be willing to do?
Well, for both of them, 55, you write the check, dude, I give you the freaking title of both of them.
So we don't have to wait until 6 o'clock if I do 55?
Yeah, I have title for both of them at my house.
All right, let's do this. What is the address that one on Bradford? What's the number on that one?
I'm not even freaking sure, dude. Tell you the truth, my buddy lived there, And he was a bad alcoholic, and he moved in with his mom, and I mean, it got to the point where they had a urinal in the back of the house. Like they had a porta potty in the back of his house because the toilet started falling in.
Yeah.
So they yanked the toilet and thought they were going to be able to remodel it in a day or something like that. Then next thing you know, he's got a porta potty in the back and shit like that. So I was like, man, he ended up moving in with his mom, and I just snatched that motherfucker up from him, and I just like, you know, I never even checked the address on it.
407.
Is it 407?
Yeah, I was able to.
407 Bradford.
Yeah, I was able to look it up on Google Street View. It's
It appraises for like 15 grand, dude.
Yeah, it's on the little mailbox. It's like spray painted on. All right, so what I see that one is under the name Danny Ballinger. Is that?
Yeah, it's in my name now. It just hasn't been updated.
Okay.
It's already been reported and everything.
So both of them are under Frank Ortega?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what I'm going to do, Frank, let me make sure. What's a good email for you? I'm gonna write up a contract for 55 for both of these. I'll make the house on Avenue D for 50, and then I'm gonna make the one on Bradford for 5. And so they'll come as 2 separate contracts, but in the same email. And then yeah, once you sign that, you said you're in the hospital, but you've got a buddy. Are they locked up or are they open?
No, the white one's open. The little one's open. The other one's locked down.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. So once you sign that contract, we'll connect with you. And we'll figure out when we can get out there to do our inspection. But yeah, we'll get the process started, and yeah, man, we'll get this taken care of. So I'll get that sent over to you probably in the next 5-10 minutes. Okay.
All right, bro. Sounds good.
Thanks, Frank. Bye bye.
Thank you.
What you think, boss?
Boom, baby.
I think he was pretty conservative there with his ARV. I got. I don't know if you were competent, but I've got quite a few around there at much higher prices. So, and it's like someone said over here, great rental in Sweetwater. It's booming with lots of oil field going on there.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, we might be able to just turn around and sell that one to Austin Hughes.
I know.
All right. You got another one? You ready?
I'm gonna go with, where'd it go?
Dude, are you doing a sale?
No, do you want me to?
Not it's okay if you have an exclusive ready to go.
There was a Dallas, Georgia one I think I was eyeballing.
All right, let's do that one. Dallas, Georgia. Decatur, Georgia, or Dallas?
Dallas.
All right. So you're choosing relocating. It's vacant, ASAP, no mortgage, not listed. Paint inside, single family. That's the one you want?
Yeah.
All right. You ready to rock?
We probably should have picked some of these before we went live.
Well, you got to get the fresh ones.
That's true.
So the CEO said no staying on the phone while he signs the contract. I'm not going to do that. He's in the hospital. And I know he said he wanted to talk to his wife, but then if we did 55, he wouldn't. I always want to stay on the phone with a seller to sign it unless there's a reason as to why that would feel uncomfortable. I already kind of pressed him to get him to say yes without talking to the wife. Didn't want to press him any further. And also, I'm going to have to do a little bit more research to get the information pulled up I was only able to get 407 Bradford pulled up on PropStream. I was not able to get the other one. The other one I was only able to get pulled up on Privy. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research to be able to write the contract. So that's another reason why I did that.
Please leave your message.
I believe you talked to my partner Jan whenever you no answer.
All right, get another one. Let's do why is that there? Go away. All right. Let's do an exclusive. Or not an exclusive.
Yeah.
Auburn, New York.
Ew.
Inherited property, vacant.
You know how I feel about New York properties.
I got you. What about Nebraska?
And hey guys, real quick, make sure you check out the special offer today. That's only today, titaniumclub.ispeedtolead.com. You're going to get your first month of Coupon Club subscription for free.
What? What? Jane coming in with the hot stuff. The mad
Ooh,
coupon.
hey, right here. No, this is a laydown.
Savannah,
Financial
Tennessee.
reasons, vacant, Savannah, Tennessee. We just sold 2 properties in Savannah, Tennessee.
I know. I almost picked that one over the Georgia one. So yeah, let's do that one.
Yeah. No,
I was eyeballing them both. There's 2 Savannah, Tennessee ones.
no, that's a laydown right there. All right, you're good. Did Gene just come in here and say he's giving stuff away for free?
He's the mad coupon genie. I love him. He is. He did. I love that he can do that. Straight to voicemail.
Come on. You said there was another. Oh, dude, here's another good one.
I look forward to talking to you, and I'll shoot you a text real quick too.
I just bought you another one, $29, Tulsa, Oklahoma, vacant, non-occupied house, ASAP, no mortgage, not listed, needs repairs. Yeah, Brett said pulling these leads is like going to Vegas and playing the slot machines is a total rush. He can only imagine what it's like sitting in our chair. Dude, it's amazing sitting in this chair. I mean, literally pull it up and go, yep, I want that one, Sweetwater, Texas. And then boom. I mean, what, 5 minutes later, we're sending out 2 contracts?
Dude, I love it. It's such a stark difference from when we started. Like, it's the best thing ever. It's like, it's so funny because everybody's like trying to like get RJ and I to like talk shit to each other and stuff. And they're like, ooh, Cassie, are you nervous? Obviously, I've never competed in like anything like this or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm not nervous. I'm just doing what I do every day. You know what I mean? Like, well, what's there for me to be nervous about? Like this, I would be like, if we had to like populate the leads, like how else could we go just live and just call motivated sellers like this? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just such a game changer compared to like when we first started.
All right, I got my first contract written.
All right, Tulsa. Let's go, baby. She's going to answer. Speak it to truth, guys. She's going to answer. And then I'm going to get it signed live.
Your call has been forwarded.
If you could just give me a call back when you get a chance at 817-710-8689, and I'll shoot you a text as well. Thanks.
What are your thoughts about doing a lead in New Orleans that's vacant, financial reasons, and has structural problems?
I considered that one because of all of that, but
I mean, and they're behind on their mortgage.
let's do it.
All right, you're good. I'm just trying to write up my contract. I got to find this damn legal description.
So you're saying I should make you dial?
I mean, technically, in the competition, yes, you should definitely be making me dial. But right now, I'm just doing my thing over here.
I mean, I can make you dial, but
You go. You want to know what's hilarious? In order for me to do this deal, it literally took me privy, prop stream, and batch.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't remember the last time I had to do all 3 on one deal. Did you call New Orleans?
I'm doing it right now, dude. I'm texting these people because I want them to call me back because I just want to get somebody on the phone.
just telling you. I'm sending out my contracts right now.
You
Nice
should be
guy.
picking out your next
Nice guy goes away as soon as these are sent.
nice guy. I'm being nice by letting you sign them when you're going against what we agreed to. Give me a call back when you get a chance at 817-710.
The Realty Chef wants to know, how do you guys find phone numbers for people to call? Exactly what we're showing you right now. We're going on to Speed to Lead and we're buying the leads. These are people that have gone onto a website, filled out a form, and said, I need to sell. And so we are buying the lead and then we are calling them. So let me show you. I'm about to buy one right now. All right, so I need to buy one on sale status since Cassie did it. So this will be $29, whatever I decide on here. Let's see. So
I got a text back saying you can call me.
All right, we'll call them.
You got to figure out which one it is. All right. Before 3 p.m. Pacific.
It's 1 p.m. Pacific.
This is the Tulsa one. Hi, Sarah. This is Cassie. I was just calling you about the property there on Wheeling Ave.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, I think my phone's breaking up a little bit. Is that better?
Oh, yeah, you're always fine on my end.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, cool. So I am just getting this pulled up. Give me just 2 seconds. Bear with me. I'm showing that this is vacant and you're looking to sell it ASAP, correct?
Yes, I'm not willing to negotiate under the amount of $75,000 though. That is firm. And I have found 0 investment companies yet that are able to make that price work. So just disclosing that up front.
Oh no, I actually appreciate that. It gives me a lot of clarity on it. So what have you got going on with the property that has you looking to sell, or why is it vacant? Was it like a rental property or something like that?
No. Like 2 years ago, I actually bought the place in cash for my best friend and her husband to live in it. I live in Portland, Oregon, actually. But long story short, there's not.
Can you turn your volume down, RJ?
We started the process of renovating it for them to live in, and so it just needs to be finished in terms of that renovation process. So we have a friend who's a contractor who basically was planning to do it for us. And so I just like put a pause on it until I know for sure what I wanted to do with it. But it's like essentially my numbers would be, I bought it for 65 plus, about 2K in closing costs plus about, $1,000 a year in just general like taxes, utilities, upkeep, etc. So in order to break even for me at this point, it would be, about 75,000. If I can just get that without completing the renovation, obviously I'm fine with that. But if I can't get that, it's more of a patience game for me, and having to manage the whole thing, from out of state, to get the friend who, this is not his top priority because he's kind of doing us a solid to get it done. So it's just going to be like a lot more patience and time from me, but I would be able to, get the renovation completed for about 75,000 as well. So it puts me 150 approximately all in. So I'd rent it out for like 2-3 years to hit that break even mark before I would resell it. The renovations, though, aside from just like redoing the interior, like, repainting, new kitchen, cabinetry, and all that kind of stuff, it would be adding on some square footage and an ADU on the property because it's quite a big lot. It's over 8,000 square feet. So it's also zoned as like a multi-unit potential. So something that we're also talking about is, do we do like a duplex or something on it? So at any rate, it would just require me, again, putting a lot more sweat equity and time and money into it up front, which I'm fine to forego if somebody can meet my break-even price before that. But if not, I'm not desperate to sell it. So that's the whole situation.
Gotcha. Well, that's certainly entirely informative, because I'm looking at through the comps through the area. I've done a lot of Tulsa properties under my belt, and I'm going, does this have an addition? Does this have an additional unit? So when you're throwing out the numbers, so that actually it just makes a lot of sense and saves me from asking a lot of questions. So when you
as an FYI, it does have a basement level that's off MLS because it's technically 7 inches too low to count as livable square footage. But that entire basement area is something like 600 square feet, and it has a full bath in it, and pretty much or space enough for 2 bedrooms. So that's another aspect of the property just to know about.
Okay, so I'm just kind of pulling up, how much of the square footage would you say is basement?
Let's see, I'm just looking at what
is the main level,
like or something.
Is the main level 610 square feet?
So let me look. This. That's weird. Yeah, so the main level is just the ground level is 610 square feet, and that has 1 bath in it, and not really a bedroom. It's like it's just kind of kitchen plus like a larger open area. So that's the ground floor. The basement floor is like, it's technically, well, not technically because it's 7 inches too low, but if it wasn't 7 inches too low, it would be like a 1-1. But if you put up a small wall, it would be like a 2-1.
Okay.
So in total, the property's closer to like 1,200 square feet, 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms.
I gotcha. And so I'm just like kind of trying to math this out in my head, so bear with me. So like the entire backyard, it already kind of has like the split, it's almost already split by that driveway to the single car garage, right? So you were talking about potentially adding another unit on the back side of that.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because like I'm trying to piece together like, what I would do with the property myself. I can completely understand that, like, living so far away and contractor issues. If I told you how many times I've run into that, like at one point I think I had like 15 doors in Anchorage, Alaska, and like it was like a 50-50 shot of whether it was like a nightmare to get through the project, or if it went according to plan. So I'm a little more, like I am a little more like, okay, we will do those maybe a couple at a time from now on. So contractor situations can really determine how much of a nightmare that can be to just get through it, and it taking a long time. So okay, so I certainly can understand why, like, a lot of investors would look at this and they'd be like, man, like 75, that's pretty tough if we were to go with like just the existing home, because it doesn't have that high of an ARV. What I'm wanting to know is, when you say if you put 75 more into it, what exactly does that include on your plan? Like an addition, I think you mentioned an addition on the existing home plus a potential like ADU, like mother-in-law suite in the back.
Yeah.
What is that? I just, like, you don't have to give me like a line by line item breakdown, but just like a rough one so I can kind of do the math, because I am interested in the property. Just knowing Tulsa, and I do think there's potential here for me to do something with it, but it's like you said, you're not entirely motivated. You just kind of don't want to have to go through that long heartache. And I'm like, okay, well, if the maths for me, it works for you, then it's a win for both of us, right? But I got to kind of figure out.
Totally. I'm just curious. Do you tend to immediately flip them, or do you rent them first?
Both. So that's another reason why I'm like, I'm willing to do both. And in addition, I'm not licensed in Tulsa. I am licensed in Fort Worth, Texas. And so for me, like, I have connections where it's like, I can rezone this into be if they'll let me, into two different separate houses. I can rent them out for a couple of years. I mean, I can kind of do it all, to be honest with you. And it's like no issue for me whatsoever to fix and flip, or sell off, or add one, or hold them both, or just do one, So it's that's where I'm trying to like get the math. I'm just looking for, what do I think the value would be of them. I actually kind of like the lots in and of themselves, the lot in and of itself. I'm gonna probably end up digging in, just because of that that commercial building next door is about like whatever that is. Is it a truck yard, warehouses? I can't really tell. That would be my only concern.
I don't even know, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Like my best friend is the one that's been on site and managing the whole thing. So I'm also happy to put you in touch directly with her to ask those types of questions.
Sure.
I just don't really know, because I haven't spent any time there. But I will just like pulling up some of the information that the contractor sent me, so I can try to just like summarize it more easily. So the 75,000 would get an additional 400 square feet to the existing 1,200. So it'd be about 1,600 square feet in total. It would be also a total, again, this is including the basement that is not to code due to the ceiling height, but if you include the basement, that would be a total of 3 bath and 2 bed, but like a nice 2 bed. We were thinking about squeezing it to be a 3-3, but we're kind of like, you could market it that way. It'd be a little, I feel better about marketing it as a 2-3. So that's what the 75 would get.
I gotcha. And the 1600 includes the basement, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So 600 of that is not the code.
Gotcha. You can bear with me just a couple of minutes because I'm just gonna pull that up. Because I want to make sure. And then I'd still have the back lot. Or where are you thinking on the actual house that addition would go? Do you think it would eat up the back lot?
I think it would a bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think that it would just be an additional, towards the back fence line, pushing it back as far as we could get it.
I gotcha. And so, like, how much are you projecting the value would be after this renovation plan?
Well, so initially the ADU was not part of that 75,000. I'm still waiting to hear back from him on if we were to put the ADU in addition to the addition, what that would be. So without the ADU, if we're just talking about the renovation and the additional square footage to the existing structure, and this is like very ballpark, but since it would be, an official 2-3, you could arguably do a 3-3 if you wanted to count that basement as a bedroom rather than just open space. We're putting it at about current retail 130, 135, something around there. With that, again, my numbers would be under by about 20,000, and I'm assuming the property itself and the lot, given its location, will just continue to increase in value. A little slow, but not, definitely not decrease over the next couple of years. So my hope is I could just rent it out for like 2 years in order to eventually sell it for about 140. Is the best that I can think of.
Okay, so I actually have like a couple of comps where, to me, not including the basement, like you could potentially already get a good quality finish out. And we're not talking about anything like excessive, just a clean finish out. Good choices on color palette, just like making this look like it's darn near new construction. In this price point for Tulsa, you could probably get 150, and I'm discounting for that next door neighbor of yours. And but here's my dilemma. I mean, I'm all in at what it's worth, if it's closing costs, if it's holding costs and things like that. So realistically, my only opportunity on this is with that back unit. And I'm thinking potentially I'm looking at as is comps. So I think you have a decision to make, in my opinion. I'm going to look into it on that back unit because I don't want to tie you up for just a ton of time. But I'm thinking you pretty much have a choice to make where I think if you did list this on the MLS as is, you might be able to break even. And that would be probably the only way I can do anything for you other than realistically me trying to figure out what an ADU would add in value to this. And I'm concerned I'm going to have to look into splitting the actual lot and making them like separate properties. And I'm a little concerned with that being an issue with the additional square footage, right? So like the reason I'm bringing this up and why it's so important to me, it's like, yeah, your plan is like the only way that this is going to work for you is to like hold it for a couple of years. I honestly, as an investor who does this all the time, while I can appreciate that plan, like I'm not willing to do it with no equity. And then also considering, I mean, the rent rate is not going to bring me cash flow. So I'm basically in the negative for as long as I hold this and rent it out. You know what I'm saying? I kind of have to have one or the other. So realistically, my only plan where I can say, all right, Sarah, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can rezone this, split the lots off, and then maybe I can do it. Otherwise, I'm going to say, maybe we should try to list it on the MLS and get it sold. It gets you out of the headache of going through this for the next couple of years. I'm not trying to, like, for me to hold a property, I've got to have equity and cash flow. Like literally my partner would choke me if okay, I'm not literally, but be like, what were you thinking? There's no equity, there's no cash flow, we can't do this. And so we're gonna hold that for 2 years because I mean that's what we're in it for. We're investors, and I'm not trying to get rich off of one property in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but I gotta at least cover and make a little on it for it to make any sense. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look at it. Is there a time frame where you would consider listing it?
I mean, I think that it's just at some point over the next. So I am finally going to go visit Tulsa and the properties at the end of this month, and that's when I'm going to meet the contractor in person and just get everything squared away and decide on the plan one way or another. So depending on how that conversation goes, it would probably be if I choose to list it like at the end of this month. But it is like the reason why I haven't considered doing that is because it is not in the same condition as when I first bought it. Because we have already done the gutting, so it's not livable internally right now. It's like you would have to put, like, again, I'm not an expert on this, but like I would say if you had your trusted contracting guys, it wasn't like a high markup or anything, and you were really doing it piecemeal rather than hiring like a GC, you would be putting in probably at least $30,000 in order to just make it livable again. So that's why I'm hesitant to put it on MLS, because anybody that comes and views, it's like, oh, there's like a lot to do here.
Right. And I agree with that, but like just in my experience, because I deal like obviously in everything from like lots gutted, burnouts, tear downs. I feel like, there's times where I wouldn't recommend that by any stretch of the imagination, but like you also purchased it in 2022. And so it's been a couple of years almost. And, I feel like it's very easy to explain it away. And I don't think it hurts your plan if you go through with your plan. Like I said, I'm going to look into the other lot zoning. I always look at it like, how can I solve this for you and make this easier for you? And is that a good fit? I mean, there are times where I would go in and say, hey, maybe we could, work this plan out and partner on it and what that looks like. And it's a creative situation. I mean, I understand the position you're in. I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm not in dire need to buy, or not in dire need to sell, but like this could go kind of better for you. Those are really the only options I see here. I don't think that if I can't rezone and possibly create, in essence, another 700 square foot house, I mean, that's my big concern. If we put the addition on, I create another 700 square foot house, I can rezone it and get that done. that might make this work at your price. And I totally get your price. Like I wouldn't want to do it any other way either. So I'm just looking at how I can get you your price. I think those are the two options, that I have.
Yeah, totally. I do know that it's zoned in such a way that, multi-unit is possible. So like duplex, quad, or leaf, those are all possible on this particular lot. It's 8,400 square feet. And I think it's just about split it off. Like, I don't know what Tulsa's rules are in terms of minimum lot square footage,
right,
and like what the setbacks are and all that kind of stuff. So I don't have that for you, but I do know that if you had the right contractors where you could figure out how to do a multi-unit on there without even having to create an entirely separate structure, but just, clearly separate entry, exits, all that stuff, that would be possible.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of really good comps here for a duplex, so I'm definitely not opposed to it. Where I do think that there would lend to some cash flow, but it would almost look like a new development situation. So I'll double check on that too with the zoning, because that would put me at like a 1,600 to 2 on each side. So that's potentially a lot better of a plan.
Yeah.
I actually really like that a little bit better, I think. Although I'm going to search around on the street view. That does give me, let me see actually before I let you go. Why?
She frozen?
At the street
Having
view,
technical issues here, boss.
How do you think she's doing, RJ? Oh,
I am curious as to what she is trying to accomplish on this. She must see something. I haven't really comped it myself, but she must see something to continue the conversation as long as she did. Or she felt like she could just close it as a listing. And that's what she was going after there. Because I don't think she ever really liked the original number. So yeah, I don't understand why she's frozen though. Well, I'm gonna call somebody. So I'm gonna remove her. We'll see if she can get that fixed.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
When I'm looking at the numbers, the rent rates, I think that's the way it works. I'd have to double check, fine tune a little bit of my numbers and just make sure I would be able to use part of the existing property. I don't think that's going to be an issue. And make sure I've got to figure out like the parking situation really here too. I like that plan. When are you actually going to, because I just have to have room for parking and I've got we don't got room over there. Maybe a little bit to the left of the house, depending on how you are behind, if you built it to face the other road. So I do like the plan of turning this into a triplex. And I think that the equity and the cash flow would work in that scenario. And that would make your number actually feasible at a triplex off of the cuff. I'm going to dig into a little bit more and fine tune my numbers in the meantime, just because I want to make sure. I don't want to be like, okay, yeah, let's do it, and then double checking the zoning, because what I was pulling it up on really fast was not showing me the best description of the zoning. So I'll get on the public site and it says RM1. So with that being said, when are you actually going to be in Tulsa?
I'm going to be there on the 26th, 27th, and 28th of this month.
Oh,
I'd be able to meet any of those days.
well,
Why'd you mute yourself? I don't know why she muted herself.
on the 23rd.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Just go ahead. I'll explain.
I can't wait for the explanation. I'm going to call a lead. I have no idea what she was possibly muting herself for right there. I'm going to call a seller now. Corianne? Corrine?
Hi, this is Corinne. If I miss your call, call me back. My
Corrine.
number is 386-439-90. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Corrine. This is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on Park Drive. Like you spoke to someone on my team about selling that property. You just want to chat with you, see if I can buy it from you. Give me a call back, 817-710-8689. Thank you. I think she is still on the phone. She is still on the phone, still muted. They are apparently becoming best friends, and she doesn't want any of us to know about it.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 317445 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Michael, this is RJ Bates calling about your property on Somerset Avenue. We were talking to you about buying that property. If you could, give me a call back at 817-710-8689. Thank you. You still on the phone? She's still on the phone. Oh, she is fully aware that she is on mute. I don't understand the reason why.
RJ, so we're thinking about doing a contest for the best meme of what a fake underwriter looks like.
Bro, I got the best reel coming up for the fake underwriter.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, all right.
Okay, so I'll give a preview of what it is. Okay, so the other day I was filming reels, and I was staring right at the camera, and I'm like, "Here's the key to successfully virtually wholesaling in 2024." And right as I say 2024, I like swapped my ear and like a fly went into it. And I was like, oh, all right, let's do it again. So I say it again. And then the next time I pretend like my chair got yanked out from underneath me. So I like fall down to the ground. And then I get back and I'm like, oh my God, the ghost of all of the fake underwriters that I've killed won't stop haunting me. They won't stop bothering me. I can't wait to see how well they edit it. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait for it. Yes, right there. The best fake underwriter would look like wind or air. Exactly. All right. I think Cassie is still talking. So I am going. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I should call my boy back and see if he got the contract. That's what I'm going to do.
Look at that. Cassie's back.
Hey, wait, she's actually back?
Yeah.
Your call cannot be completed.
Okay. Please, for my sake, explain to me what just happened.
So I'm really, really sorry about that. But like, this was just a really complicated deal. And like, it's really like the only way that this works is building like a triplex. And so when I'm sitting here doing the numbers, like it's just so freaking complicated. I mean, I have a verbal if I want to do 75. The numbers work there according to the triplexes in the area, but I'm not going to spend all this time on the phone on this live when you could be calling somebody and I'm not getting a signed contract, but I'm not going to let the deal go. And that's the only way it works. It is zoned correctly. It is,
But why did you mute yourself?
because I'm not getting a signed contract today.
Then shoot me a message and say that. We were all just sitting there like, we didn't know all of a sudden you were muted.
Oh, no, I didn't do that at first. My entire system went down. Did you
we
not
want to
catch
know,
that?
when's the sleepover? Movie night with the girls. So I said, all right, she ain't buying the house. She got a best friend.
Hey, I'm either getting it at 75 or I'm listing it.
But okay, if we get it at 75, why is it a deal?
Because you can develop it into a triplex. And
what does that mean?
It's worth like $300,000.
And how much do I have to spend to get it to a triplex?
Well, if you do a duplex, I mean, I actually think it's worth like 340 as a triplex. If you did a duplex that's comps out at 281 and you'd be all in for probably 100, like maybe 195.
So why didn't you get it under contract?
She wasn't gonna sign a contract right now.
All right.
She's not gonna sign a contract right now. I already want to call somebody else. I wanted to hang up on her because we're in a competition and I've got 23 minutes left to get did your seller sign?
No. But hey, Curveball City, decide what lead you want.
What do you mean Curveball City?
You're the first person that I've done a cage match with that decided to mute mid-conversation.
I did not mute it.
Get off my lead.
My camera and my mic, my entire system, my entire computers just went black. I did not do that. And then when I came back on, it wasn't going to make sense. And I knew she was not going to sign a contract. So that's why I said, just leave me muted.
Santa Clarita. I will automatically default to losing to you if you call this Santa Clarita and get it under contract, but throughout you flip-flop between realtor and realtor, just like on Santa Clarita's diet.
It's not realtor. It's realtor. I'll do it, bro. You know I will.
All right, which one do you
want?
want?
RJ, I'm just curious. Did you hear me when I said my entire system went out and my cameras too?
Yeah, yes.
Do you want to keep trying to act like I purposefully did that?
No.
Okay.
What lead do you want to buy?
Bro, I just got off the phone.
You want me to call?
No. You need to either pick one or let me pick one.
All right. You want me to pick? You said you wanted this live vote. Financial reasons, owner occupied ASAP.
Hold on. It just needs flooring? Yeah. Why not? Kyle, Texas. I do love Kyle, Texas. That should be the one I'd get. Gene said Kyle, Texas. All
right. Well, let me buy you Kyle, Texas then.
By the way, guys, my brother's name is Kyle.
Where is Kyle, Texas at?
I don't know. That's just what Gene said in the chat.
Let me search.
Does yours count? If I send her a contract right now, does that equal us out?
No, I have two.
You got one while I was on the phone?
Did you not see how I negotiated two properties on the one call?
Bro.
Oh.
I just got a triplex.
No, that's one property. I have
it's
two
3
contracts
units. I got
that
3 doors
for 2 different assignment fees.
I feel like you sabotaged you threw me off screen, didn't you?
Call your Kyle, Texas lead.
Oh, I'm waiting for it to refresh. I didn't know you did it.
It's bought. He hasn't even viewed it. I will let you know that. He has not even viewed it. I was just about to call him and ask him what he's doing. So right now, all you need is a signed contract to win. Until mine's signed. He's in the hospital. He answered the phone. He sounded fine.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Where'd she go? I swear, I promise you, she knows how to do this. Apparently, her computer went out. I mean, I can hear her yelling at me. All right. I'm calling this lead.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Francisco, this is RJ Bates calling about your property on Forest Shower. If you could, give me a call back, 817-710-8689. Looked like we were texting you about that property. So I want to talk to you, see if we can buy it from you. Give me a call back.
Was that a Spanish accent voicemail?
It
But
was.
in English? I've never heard that. That was something else.
I liked it. All right, boss. Are you good?
I don't know, dude. My computer keeps going out. I sent you a screenshot of it.
I don't need a screenshot. Are you good now?
Well, then quit trying to say, I swear she knows how to do this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
I don't know if you know this or not, but my job is
Shut up.
to shit talk you.
Hello, this is Cassie. I'm good, Bill. How are you doing? Awesome. Yes, sir. I was calling you about that property that you had entered in. I think you talked to somebody on my team earlier. Let me just get it pulled back up. Oh my goodness. Well, I can try to tell you. I've got to pull back up here.
So what is y'all deal?
Well, my deal is I purchase properties to fix them and flip them or buy them and hold them, and I'm also a licensed agent here, so I just like to solve people's problems that want to sell their houses. That's my deal. What's your deal, Bill?
I don't necessarily want to sell. I mean, if it makes money, then I'm in on it. But if it doesn't make money, then I'm not interested.
Oh, I got you.
So, I mean, real quick. I mean, I'm in the, high fours to low fives, I should say, on mine.
Okie dokie.
And everybody calls it, oh no, we'll give you $250. Well, no shit, I bet you would. I would too.
Well,
I mean,
where are you
know,
coming
I'm
up with
not saying-
that, with your number?
The comps that are around the house, around me, same square footage, acreage, but mine's got a 40 by 40 size barn, air conditioning and heated. That's where I'm coming up with my number.
I
The
got you.
tax roll's got it for 460, 470 or something like that. I don't know. Everybody's offering half of that. So yeah, that's the deal. I'm not interested.
No, I got you. You bought this a couple of years ago for $480?
No, it was less than 480.
Okay. Oh, it was listed at 480.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
Yeah, but if I can't make more than that, then I'm not. I mean, I paid cash for it, so I'm not hurt.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
But
So out of curiosity, the reason we've got your information is it looks like you had entered to potentially sell it on our website, I think, or at least that's how it came across me. But regardless, where would you? It's just so weird. Where would you be looking to go? Like, are you?
I already found another place. Yeah, I already found another place. I'd buy tomorrow. I might even buy tomorrow. I mean, I've got the money. That's not the issue. Buying and selling. So my cousin's a real estate broker, and I play in real estate. So anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I think that maybe the information I have on here is not necessarily correct on my website. It just it's stating that like you entered it in, you're looking to sell ASAP for financial reasons, and
No,
yeah, that's
no,
it.
I'm financially set. I mean, that's not the issue.
Have you
I'm not
considered
financially
listing
stressed
this on
about
the MLS?
No, because I don't want to pay 6%. I mean, if I do it, I'll sell it outright or go through, my cousin and do a 3% deal and be done with it. But yeah, I'm not gonna pay 6%.
So you're the kind of guy that's gonna make your cousin work for free.
Oh well, no, because when I buy and sell, he just lists it and I do the rest.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, yeah, I don't think that there's any way I can help you on this one, Bill.
damn.
I can't hear you at all.
Oh, I muted myself actually because you were so hard to hear. The phone was really hard for us to hear there.
And that would have been a refund lead just for customers that are watching or future customers. That would have been a refund lead because the guy bullshitted. He
was
entered
full of
whatever.
it.
He
Yeah,
just-
I mean,
he just clicked a
yeah,
bunch
that's
of
exactly why I looked at the camera and I was like, yeah, right. Like I'm seeing it. Like I already know he's full of it. He's also asking what more than the property's worth. So
yeah.
you know.
I will say I do love the question. So you're gonna make your cousin work for free?
Yeah, I'm gonna call him on it on what's real, like I wanted to see just how like that was kind of like my last ditch effort to like see if he really was the most unreasonable man on the planet or if he thought he was talking to somebody that's stupid.
That's what you do. No motivation. You pull away, see if they chase after you. He didn't chase.
Yeah, that you worded that better than I did, but that's exactly what I did.
Jeanne. Jean or Jeanne?
Jeannie. Jean. It can be Jean or Jeannie.
Has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
All right, what you got, boss? Which one?
Did you call the Kyle, Texas one?
Kyle? No.
When my computer went out, I thought you called somebody. Did you call Live Oak?
I called Live Oak.
I thought I still had Live Oak to call, so I didn't pick another one.
Angel, the cage match rules are we go dial for dial, and whoever gets the most contracts wins. Right now, all I have is a verbal on 2, but he has not even viewed my contract, which is starting to concern me.
I have a verbal, but I didn't send a contract. And my computer keeps crapping out, and it's ticking me off. Need you hurry up and get me another lead?
Oh, you just want? Okay. Sorry.
I got like 9 minutes left till you said we're gonna. Well,
No,
actually,
I said 30.
we have 32 minutes left. 31 minutes left. Oh, okay. I feel a little bit less.
Do you
pressure.
have one?
Oh, you bought that Indianapolis one. Son of a biscuit. I've picked out a couple, but clearly my computer's down. I don't know if you've talked to anybody, dude.
I have not spoken to anybody. I talked to the one guy. I'm fucking Hall of Famer over here. Okay, about 1,000.
You're disgusting. Like the voicemail.
Call another one.
I am. Load him up, or I'm gonna punch you.
We never delete. Well, hold on. I don't know what kind of call you're talking about. You said a call like that not motivated. You follow up or delete them. I mean, in that case, we're just getting our refund. Are you?
Hi, Leo. This is Cassie. Back when you get a chance at 817-710-8689, and I look forward to speaking with you. Sorry, I have to turn the volume down every time I get somebody on the phone because you just keep talking through it. So I don't want them to hear you in the background. So sometimes I'm not hearing what you're saying either.
The only time I talk is when you mute yourself.
I don't mute myself. I mute myself for 2 seconds while I talk about their private information or have their phone number repeating.
Did you see the ones I bought?
Oh, no, let me refresh. Interesting.
You got all kinds in there. Why aren't we wearing headphones? Why would I wear headphones?
How are you going to hear the sellers then? If we, you know,
I never wear headphones.
I do.
Yeah, you do. Look at Kip.
Hi, Evelyn. This is Cassie. I was calling about the property there. It looks like I have you as entering this on our website. I am interested in the property. If you would give me a call back when you get a chance at 817-710-8689, and I look forward to speaking with you.
Why is it Frank?
What?
Hello?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 5034000 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Lupe, this is RJ Bates calling you about your property there in Salem. Looked like you had reached out to us about selling that property. If you could, give me a call back, 817-710-8689. Thank you. At this point, just keep dialing until someone gets somebody on the phone.
Hey, it's Amanda.
Hey, Amanda, this is RJ Bates calling you about your property there on Saddle Creek Trail. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
You still looking to sell that property?
And
Awesome.
I've seen trusted realtor. I thought maybe your company was gonna like pay cash for it, but if you're gonna have to try to find a buyer and your guarantee of certain prices not really a guarantee, then I think I'm just gonna go my plan A.
I don't know. Did somebody tell you something like that?
I talked to somebody last night, or maybe what company are you with?
Titanium, and yeah, you definitely haven't talked to my company.
God, what kind of mass mailing marketing crap did I get myself into by talking to one of you?
I don't know. I think we actually reached out to you via text.
Right. I talked to someone from Nationwide Investors Group.
Yeah, not me. Sorry. Anyways, how much do you want to get for the property?
$625.
Okay. Yeah. I think the best option there would be go with your trusted friend, the realtor.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Next. And that right there is, oh, she went up on her price. Originally, she wanted $615.
I called the Lubbock one and went straight to voicemail.
She didn't like the way I sounded.
Which one did you?
I marked it as dead. It was the one in Nebraska. I wanted you to do it earlier, and then you didn't, and then then I did it, and I regret doing it.
I'm about to be redialing through these.
These leads are harsh, bro. In like an hour and 30 minutes, we probably already have 3 contracts. We're buying leads for $29. This is like literally going to the bank and just printing your own money.
Oh, somebody might have just texted me back.
What is this? What? Oh, it's listed. I was like, why is this so cheap? There was one for $119 exclusive. It's because it's listed.
Man.
Guys, see the thing scrolling at the bottom? You should read the thing scrolling at the bottom. You should definitely read all of the words on the screen. It's today only. You can literally get the coupon club for free and then start buying leads for $29. Where do I want to do a deal? I'm gonna pick a specific state.
Did you ever get that Savannah, Tennessee one?
I did. It's in there.
Might be the other one. You got the New Orleans one, right?
As it says, RJ is clutch for mentioning the bottom of the screen.
Florissant, Missouri.
Can you just go ahead and buy it?
Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Robert, this is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on Providence Street. If you can give me a call back, 817-710-8689. Looks like you reached out to us via Facebook. Appreciate you. All right.
Am I supposed to enter in a coupon code?
Yeah. 29 Club.
That's what I thought. But I don't want to type it wrong.
Hey, Frank, it's RJ.
Hey, RJ, what's going on, man?
I sent over those contracts to you. Just wanted to verify you got them.
Let me check, man. Let me check that. Watch your movie. Hold on. BJ Bates.
Yes. RJ Bates.
Oh, I got a little B. That's my bad. Oh, yeah, that's the RJ. My bad. I saw the B. That's my bad.
No worries. No worries.
Come on, you damn that slow internet. Oh. I have got them downloading. Let's just take a little while. Here we go. I'll say loading at least. I wonder how the internet changed for a while. Come on. Aries. All right. Let me see this.
He gonna read every word of this contract.
Is that what's going on?
That's what's going on. We're just.
I've only gotten 2 people to answer. One was asking like 75 more than the property's probably worth, and the other was the triplex.
I got the one in Nebraska and this guy. Hey, we're batting 500.
Yeah, dude, like your property seems like it's gonna be a winner. So that's great.
We're waiting for this email to say he signed it.
Honestly, I had this thought, and like this is so random, but like next time we do this, can we not do it at 2:22?
Yeah.
Literally, it's our lowest average answer rate is like
Yeah, we
right.
should have done it in the morning, but unfortunately we had already scheduled the Titanium University call.
I didn't think about it until I was like having a hard time. Like maybe we should change our implementation call next week. Or we're not doing this next week. Who are we kidding? I'm not doing this next week.
Look at that. The lowest time is 1 to 5 p.m. for fresh leads.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, baby, sign it. Come on, Frank, what are you doing?
You're so funny. But literally, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Like, hey, we should change the time, because I'm like, man.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. Hold on.
All right, no worries. He's got to get the catheter changed.
He's actually physically in the hospital, like the patient?
Yeah.
Oh, dog. I didn't know that. I thought he was like at the hospital. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. We talked about his house.
Is he the one that said I could die tomorrow?
Yeah, he said he's got heart issues.
Oh my gosh, Frank.
It's all right. Frank's about to get $55,000 and go straight to the casino. Give me that 55 grand, baby. We're hitting the tables.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. You got any questions?
Let me can I contact this 817 number, sir?
Yeah.
Some value taking all that for right now.
Okay, yeah. Just give me a call back.
It'll be like 5 minutes, man.
Okay. Bye. God dang it, Frank.
All right. I'm gonna call him one outside of Ann Arbor.
Ooh, get you a lead in the national champion's backyard.
That's right, baby. It's gonna be my good luck lead. They're gonna answer. They're gonna be motivated, and I'm gonna send them a contract and get them to sign it in 10 minutes or less.
I might have to close this one in less than 5 minutes, so I can still talk to Frank.
5, 5, 4, 9, 8.
Hello.
Hey, is Roland there?
Hey, yes.
Hey, Roland, this is RJ calling about your property on Benton Corners. You still looking to sell that property?
Thinking about it, but I'm busy right now. Who's this?
My name is RJ. Just reaching out to see
Okay.
how much were you wanting to get for it.
I don't know. I'm busy right now. Can you call me back?
Yeah, when do you want me to call you back?
I don't know. Just call me back tomorrow. How about that?
Okay. Will you know how much you want for it tomorrow?
No, not really. Look, I don't have the time to talk right now. I gotta get off the phone. I'm sorry.
All right, Roland. Thank you. Bye-bye. No, you ain't getting no call back. He said, no, not really. I won't know how much I want tomorrow. Dude, I bet that dude takes 28 minutes to read a menu at a restaurant.
Dude, do you want to hear the best part? My property in Michigan is on M Drive.
No way.
And she didn't answer.
That's filthy. I bet you, do they have like special street signs there?
It's not actually in Ann Arbor.
Oh. All right. Where is the place I want a deal? I know where I want a deal. I want to get one. I just noticed this morning we've only closed one deal in Idaho ever.
Really?
Yeah. So I want one in Idaho. Man. I don't like any of those leads. What's another crappy place that we don't ever close leads? What you got cooking over there, boss?
I'm going the opposite direction of you.
Oh, you're trying to go to Honey Holes?
No.
Other side of the country?
I was trying to see if there's one. There is one in Fort Worth, but so many people have ordered it. I'm like, has foundation and
I haven't heard you telling these leads you filled out information on my website because some of them didn't fill out information on the website.
we're reading it off of like I say entered in my website, like almost on every one of mine.
Yeah. And some
RJ
of
had
them-
a Facebook one, didn't you?
Yeah, I left it on the voicemail. I said you reached out to us via Facebook. Someone said Utah.
No.
We should be getting one under contract in
Hey,
Utah.
hello, this is Cassie.
Yes. Hello?
Hi, this is Cassie. Is this Jacqueline? Hello? She just... I just lost connection with her. Let me try this again.
Hello?
Hi, this is Jacqueline.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I think when you called back, I dropped the call. I was calling about it looks like I think that this came through across maybe it was Facebook where you had entered it or something of that nature. Are you still looking to sell this property?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
But
perfect.
no, I haven't posted it.
Oh, no, not
I've been
posting.
trying to do some cleanup outside.
Oh no, I think maybe it was like you might have clicked on one of our ads or something like that. Sometimes.
At one time somebody called me and I talked to him and she said she was going to put my name out there for different companies if
Okay.
they were interested.
I
I
got
didn't
you.
answer the phone when you called the first time because it come up as Texas and I'm thinking, I don't know anybody in Texas.
Oh, well, I do live in Texas, but I'm actually from up around that area. I don't want to say the dreaded O word, but it's Northwest Ohio.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
from up there. I'm up there all the time, and I invest all over the country, so that's probably how it all got put together. But yeah, my phone number is from Texas for sure. So you said you've been
Well, that kind of threw me
yeah, I understand. That's why I text you. I'm like, okay, well, sometimes that happens where they're like, a Texas number. I don't know anybody in Texas, but nope, I'm real and I'm here. So tell me, you said you're
I do know some people in Texas, but I had their phone number, like, their name in my phone.
right. Yeah, you're going to save them.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm lucky that you called me back since you know people in Texas. Maybe you thought,
Well,
well,
I
what?
heard didn't realize it was still a number from Texas, but that's fine.
So you said you've been trying to clean up the house a little bit and stuff like that ever since. So
Yeah, I have a 35-year-old grandson that lives with me, and he's got car parts and truck parts.
oh yeah,
He's got to clean his yard.
I gotcha.
So,
So
yeah.
do you know how much you want for the property?
Well, the realtor that showed me this house almost 8 years ago, I talked to him, and he said that if he listed it, he'd want to list it at about $240.
Okay. So what do you got
But I
going
haven't done
on?
nothing yet.
Yeah. I'm just looking up some information about like the lot and the build year and stuff like that. I've got,
The house was built in 87.
yeah. And is it it's just about 2 acres. Is it a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom?
No, it's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
All right, perfect. Because sometimes when I pull up on tax records, it doesn't show me everything. So it makes a difference, What do you have going on? Like are you moving or what is the situation?
I'm going to go down to Tennessee to my son's and spend some time with him and my grandson's down there.
I gotcha. You
I
got
don't get too hot. See my sister.
I feel you there. I mean, I kind of go back and forth a lot myself. And I think Texas gets a little bit hotter than Tennessee. I haven't spent too much time in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let me get a little bit more digging in here. Do you have an idea? You've owned it 8 years. Have you updated anything, or is it about like the same finishes and things like that? I'm just looking through.
It's pretty much the same, except for the front porch or the deck. The steps were always in water because there's a low spot right there.
Mm.
And so I took the steps out and started a ramp to make it handicap accessible.
Mm.
And I got it all the way down to the driveway, but I'm lacking a board, and my grandson's truck isn't running. Just go get more boards.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
I mean, it doesn't need much. It needs another couple boards and the railing put on for the ramp. So
I gotcha. I'm just looking through the comps. How long ago did you talk to that realtor?
about 2 months ago, a month and a
Gotcha.
half ago, somewhere in there.
So recently, I gotcha. I mean,
Yeah.
I will be honest with you. So are you gonna buy a house down there in Tennessee, or are you thinking?
Not right away. I got enough money to pay the car off that I'm driving, and of course pay my mortgage off, and be able to get a U-Haul and stuff to get all my stuff down to Tennessee.
Gotcha. And you think you owe about, maybe like what, around 85, 87 on it still?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just looking at the comps. I think the only thing that's going to move the needle for me is I do a little bit of everything. I do deal with rental properties. I don't think this is a good candidate for a rental property for me. So what I would be looking to do is add value perhaps by, maybe I do build out a deck and a full front porch or something like that that doesn't live underwater. Maybe I update things like the bathrooms or kitchens. And then I would go back and list it. And so what I'm looking at is, does the house, because I'm not pulling up photos from when you bought it. I just see the exterior. So on the interior of the house, would you say it's like, what decade would you say it's living in? Is it like the 80s, the 90s? Is it
I'm not really sure what you would call it. The living room's got a vaulted ceiling, and everything's trimmed in oak, or at least oak coloring.
Mm-hmm.
Like the beams are all covered. Because what it is there's 4 bedrooms and 1 bath in the back. Which, if you're looking at the picture, it'd be the left side, and there's a 4-foot hallway down there that's all oak floor. The kitchen, dining room, and front entrance are all wood floors, and the living room's open to those 3 areas. So, and then there's a laundry or utility room off the garage, between the garage and the house.
Right. So for me, I mean, what I'm looking at is 240 seems a little bit on the low side for the property, unless it needs some things
have
that
about 2 1/4 acres.
right, like unless you had some things that maybe could be updated or worked on. I'm wondering why he gave you that number.
That's the floor in the laundry room is kind of weak. It needs to be replaced. I haven't changed any of the carpeting in it, so that probably needs to be changed.
I got you. So are these? Yeah. Are these things that you're going to be able to like update and repair if
Probably
you're?
not. I'd like to just sell it right here.
I feel you. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I just wanted to make sure that like I wasn't overestimating what I might be able to sell this at with these comps that I'm pulling up and why that realtor kind of gave you that number, so on and so forth. So what I feel like is that if I, spruce it up a little and fix those problems, I'm just going to punch in a rough amount that I think I would spend on that. If you'll just give me a second.
Now, are you talking about putting new appliances in, like in the kitchen and stuff, or?
I would want to. I would probably go ahead and need to do that just so that I can get to a value and get you the highest number possible that I can get you.
As far as you mean, putting new appliances in?
Yeah. So, like, for example, if your HVAC hasn't been updated since before you bought it, I might have to consider that. Your roof, little things like that. I may have to update that as the buyer when I turn around and go and list it. And it's like you said, if you list it now and those things are problems for a traditional mortgage lender, which they like, they might not care about the carpet, but they're going to care about the floor. They're going to care about the roof. They're going to care about, this, that, the other. It's not just market stuff. Then they would be asking you to repair those things. And there's only kind of like a certain amount of percentage like you can give them in a budget for that, right? So at times it's not going to make sense for you to list it so much. And so what I'm plugging in is like a little bit of a budget for myself to fix those items and get new floors in and like try to get as much value so that I can actually make a profit and still get you a really good number for the condition your house is right now. And you walk away and you don't got to fuss with any of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Right. That's kind of what I'm looking to do. I would need probably a week or two to get out after, once I get some money to get a U-Haul and everything and get my son down up here to help me pack up everything and get out.
I gotcha.
And the reason I was asking if you were going to put new appliances in, because if you are, then I would like to take mine with me.
Oh yeah, you can take yours with you.
And the refrigerator.
Yeah, you can take yours with you, or we can work it out to where, you get a value for them. If you want them, you take them. That's no issue for me.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because the stove is fairly new and the refrigerator isn't that old either.
I got
Now
it.
the only thing. There is a built-in dishwasher in here, and there's a microwave over where the stove goes that needs to be just thrown out. The door doesn't work right. I think it's too close to the stove actually, but that's where it was at when I moved in, and I think it just got kind of hot, and the plastic around the front window and stuff all got loose.
Yeah, I got you.
So,
okay.
So I don't know if you'd want to take that and then put one up higher or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's little stuff like that I'm gonna want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give myself.
And it does have a switch. There is a switch. It's off to the right of the sink for garbage disposal.
Oh yeah.
I don't like a garbage disposal out in the country, and it was kind of rusty, so I had it taken out. But you could always hook it back in.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would definitely probably do that only just because.
Yeah, some people like them. I mean, they're nice to an extent, but when you've got a septic tank, it just makes it fill up that much faster if you're using it a lot,
Yeah, I gotcha.
And so I just took it out. So.
Okay, so I think the number that I'm coming up with, if I fix everything up on the property and then I update it, is I can potentially, and I had to make sure because some of my comps, they're on the lake and stuff like that. And so I was like, I gotta make sure I don't get crazy there.
My grandsons, when they were living here with me, they told me they could get to the boat launch in 5 minutes on their bikes with their fishing poles.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely nice. I spent most of my childhood up there. Lake hopping is what I call it. So I know that memory well. It's pretty incredible. So when it comes down to the numbers and what I'm thinking, so what we would do is we would cover you wouldn't have to pay commissions, you wouldn't have to pay repairs. So no closing costs to you. So what you would be responsible for is paying off your taxes, prorated. any liens, including your mortgage, right? So if you had a lien on the
Yeah, the
house,
mortgage is the only lien I have on it. Yeah.
and then I'm taking, I think I could probably all fixed up, spruced up. I could probably get 280 out of it, right? Which helps me a lot because I'm probably going to need
Oh, yeah, probably.
yeah, I'm probably going to need about a $40,000 repair budget. I'm probably going to need a little bit of room, maybe up to 20 grand for closing costs because I'd be closing twice.
Right.
So I'm feeling like with my repairs budget and the fact that I can get it higher and so on and so forth, I would probably be right around probably 160 to 165 cash to you.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Well,
I said,
that's better than the last person that offered me.
good. Well, good. I try to make sure I'm fairly accurate at my numbers and my job. And I mean, I'm looking at the data here. I'm looking at the information. I do understand that if you listed it at 240, you could probably net around somewhere around 223, but then you'd have to subtract all the amount of money for the repairs that you'd need to make before closing and things like that. So that's kind of why I like to run numbers like this. I'm a licensed agent. I'm just not a licensed agent there. And so I really know how this works. And I'm looking at that money that's going to go in your pocket at the end of the day after you pay off your mortgage. And it's like you said, you're going to have, about 85,000, then you're going to be able to pay off your mortgage with that and have a good amount of cash. And then you don't have to fuss with leaving it on the market and all of those repairs and stuff.
Right.
And then it leaves a little bit of room for profit for me.
Now, I don't know if you noticed on the pictures that you've seen, but there's an outdoor wood stove here for heating.
Nice.
It pumps water through the furnace. So, and then we have a second garage. The one attached is a 2.5 car garage. It's got a workbench along the one side. And then there's a regular 2-car garage up behind the wood stove.
Yeah, I can see that in like aerial view. But I can't really see those details on them, but I kind of like assumed that when I'm looking at the comps, they're fairly similar. And I'm also going based off the fact that you did have the realtor already walk the property and include those items. So yeah, I definitely am including those. What we would do, here's how our process would work, is I would go ahead, I would send you a contract with all of the details and the closing date out on it. Would you be looking to close this like in the next 30 days? Would you want a couple of months? How would you want to go about that?
Well, I kind of just like to hurry up and get out of here.
Okay, well, I can do that and I can work with you.
I'm trying to stay on top of stuff in this house, as big as it is just horrible for me.
I actually have a bad back as well, and it's something that I've recently been working a lot on, so I don't end up having to have back surgery. So I have something to say about that. God bless you. I feel your pain, and trust me, when you tell me that you don't want to fuss with that, I understand completely. I've had it to where I can't even walk, so I feel your pain. But yeah,
I'm 73 years old, so
I'm not quite 73 years young. I'm not. I'm not quite there. And I already have those problems, so God bless you. Yeah, you should definitely be jet setting back and forth to the weather that appeases you. So I think I can get this done. How our process would work is I would send you a contract. I would send that contract to the title company. I'm going to have a couple of walkthroughs to verify my repair numbers, potentially have somebody, none of it's going to be a formal inspection. None of it's going to be a formal appraisal, but we have this process in place so that we're verifying that our numbers, it's just part of securing our financial investment. And so we do a couple of walkthroughs.
Make sure there's a house here.
Yeah. Well, it does say in our contract, which I can send you really quickly. But it does say that, like, if the house halfway burns down before we close, we got to talk. It says that in the quote unquote legal lease way, so if I show up and there's not a house, then okay, we might have we might have to have a discussion, but it looks like there's a house. Yeah, it's insured. Exactly. We might have to go through your insurance, which I actually have a former career in. So God forbid anything happens. I try to be the best at everything I do. So yeah.
Can I get back with you tomorrow? Are you in the office or anything tomorrow, or should I wait till Monday?
So
let me discuss this with my son and see if he thinks this is a good deal.
Absolutely, and I'm happy.
That's what I've gotten so far. So
sure, absolutely. I'm happy to talk to your son. I'm happy to break the numbers down for him as well. I can absolutely send you a contract. I will let you know that tomorrow I have, and this is hand to God truth, I have a 2-week past due birthday dinner with my family. and I have a hair appointment. So you know,
if I call you back Monday after I talk to him and my daughter and my son.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you want me to? I'm happy to get on the. Are they local there to you?
No, my son's in Tennessee. My daughter's in Jackson, so she's not too far away. But
I gotcha. So let me go ahead and verify your email address. Give me 2 seconds so I can write it down, because I'm going to go ahead and make sure that they have a visual to lay eyes on, and that we can all get on a call together. Then I can break it down for you, or you at least have a visual to like say, hey, yeah, give me. No, I think I would be fine at 160 from everything we discussed. The only way it would go down from there is if like there's something wrong with a major system, like say the septic tank had a crack in it. Well, if I have to replace
I've never had a problem with that. But
right, yeah. So that's the only reason we like to get that title process started. I like to get in there, and if there's a major difference in my repair budget and something that's wrong with a property that you might not be aware of, that's really when we're going to have a discussion. I feel fairly confident, unless that happens, that we're good at 160.
Yeah, see, now I was planning on putting in originally a pole barn steel roof, because I'm out in the country and the trees, and I thought, well, that makes more sense with the wind and
right
and everything.
Yeah.
And I was told by my insurance company that if I put a steel roof on like that, then my insurance would go down, because it wouldn't be quite the fire hazard with the wood stove.
Yeah, it is. That is true.
Spark, so.
But they're also harder to get your insurance company to replace when something goes wrong too. So it just it depends.
They're easier to replace yourself.
Yeah.
You have to do it yourself.
But well, if your back is doing that, yeah, I would say if your back is doing that, you're not replacing any roofs with doctor's orders.
No, but I have grandsons.
Yeah. Okay, so do you actually email?
the QUE, and then my last name's Powers
Yeah.
with an S.
Um,
And
perfect.
23rd is my birthday.
Ooh, of what month?
The day I was born. So I try to keep it easy.
I'm a 22.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 222 actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can actually get this written up and give you an email over. I do
Okay.
understand if you want to give me a call back or text me anytime. You can call me, now, 10 minutes,
okay.
an hour, tomorrow. If I do not answer, it is only going to be because I'm at that birthday dinner or something.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I'm happy to talk to your kids and kind of break down the details for you. Because I do think that that's important. Like some people just don't understand what they don't understand, where it's like, but the realtor told you could sell it for $240, and they're not understanding that we're covering those costs where you're not having to cover any repairs. And you have two different net numbers, right? And so I'm always wanting to make sure, like, I'm definitely open to have that call with them and go over the contract. So I'll shoot you an email, and please do feel free to, if there's anything you think of in the meantime or anything that you need, any questions that you have, feel free to give me a call.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what hours my daughter, if she's working this week. She works at the prison out here, so I try to get a hold of her sometimes. It's hard. They've been working 12-hour shifts, so.
12-hour shifts. Oof. And they're not like they have their phones on them. I do understand that totally.
No, they don't. She has a computer in front of her. She texts the job quite often.
Yeah. All right. Well, you holler if you need anything at all from me, and yeah, we'll get this. Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. I'll call you if you don't. So. All right. Thank you, my dear, and let me know if you need anything in the meantime. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
There you go. Good job, partner.
Thank you. Well,
how much can we make on that one?
10.
Where's it at?
Outside of Ann Arbor.
Oh, is that one?
I told you that was going to be one of my that's a main lead. It's rough. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. She wanted to talk to her daughter and her son, and I'm like,
well, Archibald down there says, let's get the son or daughter on the phone possibly. We don't
just
really
said her daughter works at the prison and she works 12-hour shifts, so she's not available.
Yeah. And the other thing is it's just like what happened earlier which, by the way, my contracts did get signed.
I saw that. Good work.
Yeah. So, he started off by saying, hey, I'll call you back at 6:00. I got to talk to my wife. Apply a little bit of pressure there. This is a different situation, though. This situation.
She's going to be moving in with one of these kids.
Right.
So, I don't know.
It's fine. So you got two verbals, right? You got the one in Tulsa, one in Ann Arbor, and then I got two signed contracts. This is just.
You got two signed contracts from one seller.
They are two different contracts that I can send out two different assignments.
Are they next door to each other? I am curious.
They are. They're on two different. They have two different addresses. They have two different plots, two different everything, two different contracts. I can assign to two different buyers.
$85,000 birthday present. What?
He's talking about the signed contract.
Who is opening my door right now?
The workers. Don't worry about it. Chill.
I thought it was one of our guys. I was gonna yell at him.
No. Jennifer Harris wants to know if when they sign up for the coupon club, Gene, do they get the $200 right away?
Yeah, within like 2 hours of doing that signed up, so we're gonna go through
So
it.
yeah,
After
you'll have money to buy leads immediately. I mean, 2 hours.
yeah.
Dude, we've done this over and over and over again. We are going on starting our 4th year with Speed to Lead. Every time we go live,
Seriously? Gene, does it feel like you've known us that long?
2021, 22, 23, we're in 24. This is our 4th year.
That's kind of crazy. Wow. No, it does not feel like it.
I remember when Gene reached out to us before Speed to Lead was even a thing. And he said, "Hey, I've got all these leads I'm generating. Can you guys close them for us?"
That's
true.
And he was like, "I'm stressed out. My wife's about to have a baby."
That was a long time ago.
You sent over a bunch of shitbox mobile homes in Wyoming. It was amazing. You've gotten way better at figuring out what we need. I remember the first batch of leads Gene sent us. We were like, "Hey, bro, we're nationwide, but we're not that nationwide. All right."
Yeah, that was when 6 years ago we discovered that if you do nationwide stuff, is cheaper, and we're like, all right, well, but we're like, hey, well, shit, leads are
beta
leads
testing for a reason.
This guy's like, "Hey, I abandoned a mobile home out in the middle of Yellowstone. If you'll give me $150 for it, you can have it." Like, hard pass. But no, man. Listen, we've done these closure show. We've brought people in. I think some of them have closed leads, but not like us. Again, Cassi has a little bit of a different style with the closers formula, but the basis, the foundation is still there. She's a lot more.
I'm way more willing to change it up based on like the seller's response to me. And I want you guys to know, like, a lot of that has to do with just the fact that I'm a female. And like, sometimes it's necessary for me. I don't know. Or I feel like I've always felt like it was like, sometimes it can really, really burn people's butts when I'm like too direct with them and I'm too talking the numbers, and RJ just has like a smooth operator way of getting away with that. Like this sweet little old lady, like she just wanted to talk, and I could have let her talk my ear off. She's a 73-year-old woman living in this beautiful country house in Michigan, and it's like, if I'm too abrupt with her and I don't talk to her when she had that realtor come through, and I don't kind of slow it down and use my sweet, sweet, sweet Cassi voice, then, she may not feel as good about our conversation, whereas RJ kind of gets away with it a little bit more when it comes to some of those people. So, yeah, I have a little bit of a different style, but we're talking about the same things.
The fiduciary responsibility comes through in your style.
It does, and there's a reason for that. If like they're bringing on these 2 calls that did, it didn't need to on the other one on the triplex, but for me, it was either I'm developing a property on this or I'm listing it to make money. You know what I mean? So those were my options. Like, honestly, I don't really love narrowing my buyer's pool when I'm doing acquisitions, and I feel like developing a triplex narrows the buyer's pool.
One thing I will say is what you saw here today as well as those will be signed contracts that Cassie sent out. I think I spoke to so far 3 sellers. Cassie, how many did you speak to? 4?
No, 3.
So, yeah, I mean, there are more opportunities from leads that we bought here to follow up.
And next time we do this, we're going to call it a different time block, dude, because I guarantee you, like, our numbers would be through the roof if it weren't for that. You know what I mean?
And the other thing is with these leads is that this opportunity to join the coupon club and to be able to consistently building up a queue of leads for you to be calling on consistently and utilizing the CRM that Speed Lead has built out for you. I mean, there's no reason for you to not be a part of this. $29 a lead consistently. I mean, just quite frankly, there's no reason for you not to be buying a bunch of these over and over and over again, because if you just watch our videos of me doing it, I've shown you how to close them. So if you're like, well, yeah, RJ, I just don't have, $10,000 to go do this. Well, it's like, okay, go borrow $1,000 from your mom or your dad or your grandpa or a friend or girlfriend or boyfriend and get you enough leads to get you one. And now you're off to the races.
I think during this call, and like I know earlier I said we should have picked them out beforehand, but I'm actually glad that we didn't because, like you said, fresh. The second thing about that is like it's really easy to tell how many we purchased, which was probably like maybe 15 total.
Yeah, and real quick to answer our blocker question, how many of those $29 leads have already been sold? Every single one of them. There is no such thing as exclusivity, okay? I want you guys to understand this. If you are buying something and you think that you are the only person that has their information because Gene says you can buy it for 100% exclusivity, that's only through Speed to Lead. You think they only clicked on his ad? Hell no. They went and clicked on the next motherfucker's ad and the next ad and the next ad. And then
it's like that lady.
But I will say
on my deal, she had talked to a realtor.
Yeah,
ahead,
we have made some. So if you're actually getting like fixed price mode on iSpeed to Lead, or you're signed up for notifications and you're getting that lead like super instantly, we have made stuff that actually. So we're sending the seller once they enter in. We're sending them into a flow where they have to pick out a time for a video call and all of that bullshit. So like we're distracting them from going, and we're giving them the dopamine to like, oh, all right, I even have a video call. But you're right. After that, they might as well go and keep going.
You might have like
to answer the question. The $29 leads are not exclusive, and they are going to be sold, and you need to not worry about that. Anyone that watches my shit that's worried about a lead being exclusive, you are missing out on the whole game and the whole point of it. I didn't give a shit. I was buying leads that had been sold 9 times. You know why? Because I can guarantee you those 9 people that swipe their cards suck ass in comparison to me.
I think both of mine, no, one of mine was exclusive, I think. One of that answered, one of my verbals was exclusive and one was a $29 lead. I mean, you guys get, and I can't remember how many times anybody had bought my $29 one, but to RJ's point, yeah, it's absolutely like we have for years and years gotten fantastic leads, even though like you might think they're exclusive, they always have other options. And I will say this, you getting direct to seller, their numbers verified, they want, like $29 freaking dollars and I can just now like buy like 15 of them and we get 4 contracts out of that, I think I'll take it. I think whatever we spent today, you know, like I think I'll take it, right? So I would just say what I always say. Confident on the phones, be a master, be their best solution, solve their issues, be transparent, get good at your job. You're not worried about if 10 people have already called them or not, whether it's through Speed Delete or not. But yeah, the mixture of it, again, we've always kind of been a mixture of it, haven't we, RJ? Like,
Dude,
we're always buying a mixture of different types of leads. We love the coupon club leads.
All I'm saying is this. I love the questions. I love the concerns. You know,
they're good questions.
You know, the concern about it being under contract, the concern about exclusivity and stuff like that. I just these are things that we never worry about. I don't. I just
it helps that Speed Delete will refund it.
That, like, dude, what I just did right there is like the most unbelievable thing. To your point, Cassie, when we started in 2015, what we had to do to find to have one of those conversations, and now we've got some crazy Ukrainian named Gene that comes through and says, dude, you could just do it all day long for $29. I mean, it's unbelievable. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. There's people there's literally like 10 or 20 people that buy 10 leads every single day. Like every single day. There's no break with Coupon Club. Like you just see, like my whole stripe is like boom, 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 boom. Coupon Club leads. Like, because it's a stupid good deal. If you suck at closing, you need to practice. That's what you do.
Well, you're bound to strike gold at some point, or go to Titanium University. We'll teach you how to close.
And I love RJ's video about like cold calling sucks. Dude, like I started my marketing career because I had a video business at the time, and I was working a 9-to-5 job in IT and software, and I had to wake up at 6 a.m., get my list ready, and then from 7 to 8:30 a.m. I would cold call and get told to fuck off for an hour and a half, and then go to work after that. And like my ex at the time had to watch all that. I was doing it like it was just embarrassing. I was like, and after like 2 months of doing it, I was like, dude, I need some leads. I need some inbound stuff. This is not cool. And that's how I got started.
I'm in love with it. And I will say this as well. Like, I think what I would say to the audience, and like what I would say to like you, and which I don't know that I've ever actually said this to you, because you're a crazy wild man and you're just like always like da, 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 right? But I will say this, like I've watched you develop this, and maybe not from that point, but for many years. And like, I know how passionate you are about making this work for your customers. You know what I mean? And like, it has a lot. It says a lot, you know, like it speaks volumes when it's like you put so much love and understanding into this product, and you know, have $29 a stinking lead, and I'm going to get a contract off that. And RJ's question to me was, how much are we going to make on that? And I'm like, 10 grand
off of $29. It's unbelievable. Listen, here's the thing. Today was our 12th video. I'm sorry, it's the 12th that we've done on my channel. I actually have one that I only did on Speed Elite. So today is our 13th live show with Speed Elite, either a closer's cage match or just me. Every single one of them, we have gone off the air with a signed contract. There is no other lead generating tactic that can say that. So thank you, Gene. I appreciate that. Every single time we've gone live with you, brother, we've gotten signed contract.
Son of a
And
biscuit! I almost ruined it.
Some I think we had like 3 or 4 one during
Oh
one
yeah.
show.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've had multiple. I mean, today we got 2. I mean, other ones, yeah. I think there was one time we got 4. There was one where the guy sold us 6 doors on one call. Clear Slim says, "Do you get a lead every day, dude? You need to look into it a little bit more to understand. You are
You get to choose.
yourself. Like you get to go in there and pick which lead you want for $29.
Yeah, there's
So I
about 150 to 200 leads every day that hit the platform.
Do you get a contract every day?
We get multiple contracts a day. Do I personally? When I do acquisitions, for a full day, I average 2.5 contracts a day. That's what I average. That includes the bad days. That includes the great days. So
I don't know that number for myself because I'm not a psycho like RJ that wanted to do the 50-50-50.
all right. That being said, guys, I do have to cut this short. Not short. It's been 2 hours and 43 minutes, but we do have to end it. I have to go pick up my daughter. But we appreciate you guys. Gene, how long is this free join of the coupon club available for? How long are you leaving that up for?
Through the link till midnight tonight.
So titaniumclub.ispeedthelead.com. You can get in the coupon club for free, and it's $29 a lead. There's literally no reason not to do it. There's zero reason. So please go do it.
I want a rematch. I'm calling it.
Hey, just so y'all know, I'm still undefeated in this. The phone mechanic. You're cute. Don't know who you are. Put your name on there first and foremost, and then we can have a conversation. Until then, no, hard pass. All right, guys. I'm still the king closer. I'll always be the king closer. Good job, partner. You tried.